Hi, I'm Sherrod, and welcome to Top 3.
This is Sherrod's Top 3.
Okay, this is the Top 3 special edition, live from DjCon 2018. We're going to look back. We're going to see what made the sound system battle special. Special edition. Special edition. Special edition. Top 3. Top 3. Top 3.
Top 3.
All right, if you don't know, I'm letting you know. My name is Sherrod, and it's with pleasure I'm here with the good councilman Andre Wallace, Mark Collins, and some fabulous Mount Vernon constituents. You may ask yourself, well, brother, why are you here? I'm here to discuss, to talk about, to communicate to the listening public. RapaCon, DjCon is going down September 8th.
Right here, money earning Mount Vernon.
That's right. Now the best thing about DjCon, or one of the most exciting elements, is the fellowship, the camaraderie, as well as the tradition. One tradition that we started was the sound system battle, and it's with great honor and pleasure I introduce to you this year's combatant in the battle. We got over here, my man, Grand Wizard Shake. You know, baseline entertainment. He's rolling with big tones. In case y'all didn't know, he's doing his thing. But over here, let me slide over here for a second. We got DJ Breakout. His partner is the fellow they call DJ Baron. He's with an organization called Brothers Disco, and their sound system is called the Mighty Sasquatch Sound. So everything we do is even Steven on the up and up. We want y'all to know we're playing fair and square. We got the good councilman Andre Wallace, who's going to say some words. He's going to flip this coin, and we're going to see who gets which side of the block for this epic history-making battle.
Here we go.
2. It's like the NFL. Oh, look at this. All right, what we got? What we got? What we got?
Like a tail to me.
Boy, that's a tail. Tail.
We won the touring course. Baseline crew.
Excellent.
He needs all of it he can get. I'm glad he won the job. Anywhere, sideways, or a roof, I'm a brother.
You are on the chain, B.
DJ, look up.
You're very confident about this. Half of them speakers don't even work.
They got speakers that didn't even set up.
We have all the different type of DJs out here, a bunch of MCs, and we're going to take it back to how it used to start, because a lot of people didn't know that hip-hop started basically out of Battle of the DJs. We used to bring our equipment out to the park, and who got the best system, who got the biggest system. You know, that sped out to back in the day when we used to also, who had the biggest boombox.
Councilman Andre Wallace was here. He shall return. You know, my partner in crime for this particular event. Oh, they look impressive though. I can't front. I ain't gonna front though. This shit is looking. How you doing, young man? Curt, Sherrod. How you doing? All right.
Thrown out of Mount Vernon.
All right. Building a condominium. Okay. Cool. Young man. All right, gentlemen, how y'all doing today? All right, so glad y'all could be a part of the event. Looking forward to just having a great time. We're doing a documentary about it and all that other good stuff. So with that being said, it will live in Mount Vernon history. Very good. All right. Okay, cool. No, we'll put it like this though. Do your other side. But hey, you see, that's the side.
This is what I call Sasquatch 2. Up to date, modern. Sound company quality.
I am DJ Tony Tone.
You've been doing this for all your life, and you're here to support, which is great. It's great. It's very admirable. You know, the community, the hip hop community, always support each other.
Well, you know, these are my guys. We have a sound company together. But when it came to this, I did it last year by myself, and they asked me not to get involved. They want to do it by themselves because I should be out here with them. But they asked me to stay out of it, so I'm just here in support. You know, because if I was out here with them, it might be twice as much stuff, but we're not going to go there. I was asked not to be involved, so I'm just here in support. So
It's a lot. The sound system culture comes from Jamaica, you know, which is a branch of hip hop, believe it or not. The sound system, the clashing, that comes, you know, straight from Kingston, Jamaica. You know,
Here we are again, year 3, Battle of the DJs. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have fun. It's a family day to come out here. You're gonna see how hip hop started. You're gonna get education.
This is Curt Sherrod. Welcome to RapaCon, DjCon. Once again, I'm here with the Honorable Councilman Andre Wallace. Andre, tell the people what's going on today.
Today, we got the battle of the sound systems like no others. As you can see behind us, we got a sound system number 1.
We gon' party to the DJ's last song. A lot of it, we like to party. Call me a double, make it hard, body. Get them off me, y'all. Get them off me, come on. Get them off me, y'all. Get them off me, come on. Get them off me.
Behind you, you got sound system number 2. Today, we're gonna take it back to how it used to be, where hip hop started. Where it started with the battle of the sound systems, and then everything else after that followed. So we're gonna see who got the biggest boombox system today here, and then we're gonna have a coin flip in a minute to see who goes forward first, and it's gonna go on from there.
Yo, and let me tell you something. A lot of times, people do things for the community, and it's about entertainment. When I work with the good councilman, we always do something to help the community. The name of this event is the impact of house music on hip hop. And so it's cool to love house music, but isn't it even cooler to buy a house? And so we got a bunch of financial literacy panels going on today. Later on, we're going to show you we got an RV. The first time ever in Mount Vernon history is a mobile credit RV where you could walk right in there, check your credit, fix your credit. You could attend one of the multiple panels we have, learn about how to fix your mortgage. You could learn about all kinds of things to be financially more secure with your business.
Uplift your finances, because it's all about finances. If you don't got the right credit score, you ain't gonna go anywhere. So this is gonna help you lift your credit score, lift everything else, and you can move forward to be able to get that car you want, to get that house you want. And when you go to a bank, you wanna be able to get the loan that you want, not the loan that they give you at 19, 20% because you ain't got no credit. So this is going to be the day that you could come out and get all of that stuff done free. It's about lifting up the financial credit of the community, and if we can lift the credit, we can lift the community.
So we got an award ceremony coming on. We're going to be honoring certain Mount Vernon dignitaries for all the work they've done in Mount Vernon, as well as some hip-hop luminaries. We got a DjCon. We got a dance troupe coming out. And we got this sound system battle. This is our 3rd year doing this, right?
Third year. Getting better, getting bigger.
So stay tuned. The best is yet to come. Welcome to RapaCon.
We gon' party to the DJ's last song. A lot of it, we like to party.
He wants heads. I'm not touching nothing.
Listen, here we go. Hold on. We're on Facebook Live. Let me turn around. Hold on. You can't throw the coin yet. You gotta let the people know. Hold on, I got this, big man. Hold on, Jordan. Be back.
That's the council that handle the business.
Facebook Live. Hold on for the battle of the sound system. Right now, we about to do the coin toss to see who goes first. Hold on, let's flip it around. So we want to see it. Who's going what? All right, here, you want to take it.
It looks like DJ Barron calls heads.
DJ Barron call heads. Let's go. Here we go.
Nobody touch the coin until it hits the ground.
Everything's good.
That's it. Tails it is.
Tails it is.
Tails it is. All right, there it is. It seems like Shake got something up with the coin here that he keep giving us. You got that coin? Hold on a second. Let me check this out. This man keep bringing the coin out. Anyway, I know. Curt's got me saying it. You know. So anyway, here we go.
He said tails, so he goes first.
Oh, okay. So they go first.
I want to do it.
Breakout.
Yeah, he goes first.
Okay. Everybody, DJ Breakout is going to go first. We are going to get ready to start our house music with Stormy Norman section. He's going to start on this section first, and he's going to go on that section after. Okay, the next system is on that system. Then from there,
what it is. We all agree? Okay, I agree too.
Yeah, because this got to be video. Hold on, nobody move. We're going to start all over like we just start right now. Videotape, conversation and all.
He's the type guy to lose the vote. Recount!
You got that right.
Okay.
All right, so we're here having a great day. Even though it was gray, the music was bright. And now we're going to talk about breaking down who won and why they won. So before everyone hears all the no, and this is that, we're going to have some articulate, intelligent conversation breaking down who won and why. Starting with our judges. We have Havelock Nelson. He is the first editor for Billboard magazine of their rap department, very esteemed when it comes to music, clarity, and its understanding. We have J-Rock, who is the person who runs the International DJ Cafe. You know, and if you ever heard of Megaforce and what that means in the sound system world, and the man behind that, we have Fred Tate. And so, overseeing this to make sure everything is right, we have the Honorable Councilman Andre Wallace, and we're gonna now have discussion to talk about who won and why, and we're gonna start with you, J-Rock.
What's that? That's Sasquatch system?
Yeah.
I first came, I listened, and I automatically got comfortable with the sound. It was something that I could listen to all day. I go and listen to the other system, and I listen to it as loud. Early on, it had the presence of a lot of different things that it didn't have during the 5 minutes of the battle. So when it's battle time comes, it's 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Their 5 minutes, it was like they were playing a DAT. If you know what a DAT, you know, everything was in everything was in order. On the other side, you had cancellation on one side of the system, and you had, I think, like some amps or something that might have been clipping out and coming back in, because I would walk down, those subs aren't moving down there, and then I come back, now they moving, and then they go back out and come back in. But it really didn't help because that side was canceling itself out anyway. So you only had heavy bass on one side of the system. That they were consistent all day, but we're not going by all day. We're going by the 5 minutes that was played. And the 5 minutes that was played, I give it to Sasquatch.
Listen to the system. Sasquatch system had a lot of clarity to it, a lot of clarity. You know, their bottom end is there. You know, now between the two, they had a lot of bottom end, but like I said, it was cutting out. It was cutting out and cutting back in. So at the time it was in, it was bassy. It was really bassy. I mean, if I had to compare the bass between the two, while that system was working, they would have won the bass half of it. On the other half, the mids and highs, they would have won it totally hands down because they mids and highs was right there on point. You know, I'm not. Sasquatch would have won. You know, the system. What's the name of the other?
It's Grand Wizard Shake system, baseline entertainment.
Okay. So they have a nice system, but they got a lot going on. And anybody that knows sounds, you know that when you start putting a lot of boxes together, you have to do time delay, you have to array them right, you have to line it up. If you don't line it up right, you get phase cancellation. You know, and I'm only going into this in detail because we're recording. So, you know, it was a lot of phase cancellation going on, and they didn't compensate for that. They probably would have played even better if it was for that. I went around to the amp side of things, and I'm looking at the amps were clipping. Some of the amps wasn't even on, so I figured, hey, you know, maybe that's just some extra amps. Maybe they sandbag, because that's what we do in battle. We sandbag it to the time of the battle. So I don't know what happened exactly. They sounded better before the battle. They were really sounded really good because we came in and we first heard them like, yeah, okay, all right. I said, no, I never judge until the battle because, you know, in battle we sandbag. So we don't give you the best until it's time. So I'm thinking, oh, no, they just probably sandbagging. And then during the course of playing, we were sitting there having our food or whatever. They came up like, whoa, it's going to be a battle now. It might be a problem now. And then at the time of the battle, one thing that they did, they pushed the system. They really, really pushed it, like to the point where it started distorting. So now you got phase cancellation and distortion going on. Now, one of the things that probably could help them is don't have too many boxes. Have the same. If you have a bottom, have a bottom. You have a top, have a top. When you turn around and have a whole bunch of things going on, it's hard to control, and they're set up beside the system, behind the system, so they can't really hear it. So they're listening to their monitor, and they're not really listening to the system, and that helped them. I think, you know, Sasquatch is there in front of the system, so he can actually hear. Yeah, they can actually hear the system better. So, you know, for me, Sasquatch won.
Mr. Nelson.
Yeah, I think I heard, like, if you were to relate the bass to a basketball, like their bass was like a nice reinflated basketball. You hit it, boom, it bounces. Their bass was kind of like halfway inflated. It was sort of like bouncing, but it was falling a little flat as well. And I think it was a little overmodulating. You know, like it was raised, the volume was so loud, it was like in the red area instead of the green area of the amplifier, and it didn't really feel good. Like hearing Sasquatch, I could listen to that all day because it didn't wear me out. I think the sound from these guys over here,
Baseline Entertainment.
Baseline Entertainment, thank you. That would wear me out over a night if I heard it for like a few hours. But these guys, it was such a warm, round, well-balanced sound that I could listen to it and with pleasure for hours on it. Whereas these guys don't.
And also with the music coming from different sources, like everybody that played, that was another DJ that played. It wasn't Shake. It wasn't Shake that was playing. It was another guy playing. So when the different people were playing on this system, everything was always consistent. The computers were different, the setups was different, but the sound always was the same. And I think that might have been another reason over here. If he would have played, and because he knows his system, what he needed to play to get the best out of his system, it was a guy that just was playing. He just was controlling the sound. So it's a lot of little variables, because if you're from the side and you're running your system, and you don't know what kind of files this guy has in his computer, or you know what kind of sources come with sources. Yeah. So you're just playing, and you're playing blind basically. From a sound standpoint, you're playing blind if you're on the side of your system, and somebody else is playing files into your system. You don't know what it sounds like.
Yeah, and to speak on that too, I think that their sound, like their files, are probably more more high density.
Yeah,
I guess.
MP3.
Yeah.
MP3 is trash.
Like this sounded more grittier, and it wasn't as tight.
Let me ask y'all a question, as the three judges. Do y'all see a difference in the range, of the different systems? Like, did you hear one system's range, like, more wide open, as if it's a full range system compared to a system that was a little more seamless, sounds like compressed?
Well, I heard limitations over here because it's like it seems like hit a ceiling and it was clipping a little bit, right? So whereas it seemed like there was more headroom for them to go even louder if they wanted to over on the Sasquatch side, but these guys seem to be clipping already, and they were just starting,
And they were playing mono versus stereo, so they were spread out. They were right and left, and they were playing from one source. So you got
and that's translations as well.
And you got right and left over here, so that helps you as well.
And the other thing is, in the battle world, you would like to match it up. So let's say if you got 18 tops, you should have 18 bottoms. Now sometimes you can double that, depends on what your top is doing. If you got a professional top, you can turn around and you can sit back and you can keep up. But see, what happens is, if you don't have enough horns to keep up with your mids and your bottoms, then every time the bass hit, you're going to drown the horns out. And that's kind of what they were doing. They were drowning their tops out. And the system didn't really come together because the way they built the wall, it didn't come together until you got all the way back to about the food truck. Yeah. If you stood up on top of it, all you heard was the bass and a little bit of the mids, But they needed to have a balance. They didn't have that balance there. So,
they almost messed up too.
Yeah, they
when it came battle time, they put those subs on in the middle. The 8 that was in the middle, they weren't on all day. And they turned them up. That's when you started hearing that beat. You was like, oh, where'd that come from? Because they ain't hear that. You ain't hear it all day. But they had the system set to play with the first ones, and the clarity was there. But when you put that extra bass,
a little distortion.
It wasn't. It was never distorted. Them tops, the turbo sounds was doing no distortion at all. But the bass coming up, you should have had to raise the tops up a little more volume-wise. know what I mean, to make it match the bass that you added.
Yeah, it was kind of a hole.
Yeah.
There's a hole in there.
A lot of people know rap culture, and they confuse rap culture with hip hop culture. What you just heard was hip hop culture. What you just heard was articulate, intelligent individuals who are professionals at their craft, concisely, succinctly break down this RapaCon battle. I appreciate your professionalism. I appreciate your time. Hey, I don't know who's gonna be in the battle next year, but it looks like the stakes has been raised. This is RapaCon, this is DjCon, brought to you by the good councilman Andre Wallace. I'm Curtis Sherrod, DjCon Don, what? That's what it is. We'll see y'all next episode, peace.
Keeping it going, yeah, I'm deep like an ocean. The lyrical style is potent, forever though. He throwing things in the air, but I be flowing off the top of the mind like I don't care. Why you hit him in the head with that? I freestyle off the top of the mind till I'm dead with that.
All right, give it up, listen. Next act, come on, next act, let's go.
This is Curtis Sherrod.